When my baby sister cried at night, we thought she just needed comfort. We didn't know someone was already there, waiting. Imagine a fear so deep, it burrows into your bones and stays there, even years later. This isn't just a scary story. It's something that happened to my family, and it twisted our sense of safety forever. What you're about to hear will make you question every creak in your house, every shadow, and every sound you dismiss as nothing. Because sometimes, nothing is actually everything. It all started when my little sister was born. She was tiny, loud, and the absolute center of our universe. My parents, being careful and maybe a little overprotective, decided to turn our house into a fortress of sound. They installed baby monitors everywhere, one in her room, one in their room, and one right there in the living room where I often spent my evenings. The sound was always on, a constant stream of tiny breaths, sleepy sighs, and the occasional whimper, a kind of background noise that became as normal as the hum of the refrigerator. It was supposed to make us feel safe, connected to her every moment, even when we weren't in the same room. One night, I was curled up on the couch, watching some late-night TV, everyone else long asleep. The house was quiet, save for the low murmur from the monitor and the TV. Then, the monitor crackled slightly, and a sound came through that froze my blood. It wasn't my sister. It was a man's voice, a low, chilling whisper that felt like it was right next to my ear. "Shh, I know." It was so clear, so close, despite being transmitted from a room down the hall. My breath hitched. Who was he talking to? My sister? And what did he know? Before I could even process the words, another sound followed, amplified by the monitor. Footsteps. Slow. Heavy. Each thud against the floorboards felt like it was echoing directly in my chest. They weren't moving away. They were getting closer to the crib. My heart hammered against my ribs, a desperate drum in the sudden silence of the room. I was glued to the couch, my eyes wide, fixed on the innocuous-looking monitor as if it would suddenly show me what was happening. And then, without warning, the monitor went completely silent. Not a crackle, not a hiss, just a dead, terrifying quiet. For a beat, 2 beats, an eternity, there was nothing. And then my sister started screaming. Not a fussy cry, but a raw, primal shriek of pure terror. My parents and I were in her room in seconds, flicking on lights, searching every corner. There was nothing. No forced entry, no broken window, no sign of anyone. The police were called, they swept the house, and they found absolutely nothing. They chalked it up to a vivid imagination, a bad dream, or maybe just a short circuit in the monitor. But we knew what we heard. My sister's screams weren't from a bad dream. She was truly terrified. The mystery haunted us for months. My parents eventually took down the monitors, the silence feeling safer than the possibility of another chilling whisper. We tried to move on, to forget. But some things just stick to you like shadows. It wasn't until weeks later, when my dad was finally getting around to clearing out some old boxes in the garage, that a tiny, almost hidden detail shifted everything. Behind a towering stack of shelving, covered in years of dust, he found it, a narrow, almost invisible door. It led to a crawlspace, one we never knew existed, tucked away like a secret. Inside, the air was cold and stale, but what we saw made our stomachs clench. There were blankets, neatly folded, empty plates, sticky with dried food, a tube of hand lotion. And then, my dad picked something up from the dusty floor. It was a sock, a small, gray, striped sock. It was mine, my favorite one, the one I thought I'd lost months ago. Someone hadn't just been in our house. They'd been living in our house, right beneath our feet, for who knows how long. Years passed. The memory faded into the background. becoming just another unsettling family anecdote. Until one day, my mom, out of the blue, looked at me with a haunted expression. She admitted something she'd kept secret for a long time, something the police had found but never released to me. They found fingerprints, not just anywhere, but on the inside of my bedroom door, from the nights I slept. Someone had been standing there, listening, every single night. If you're still processing that, you might want to check out this video right here for another story that will keep you up at night.